No scoreboard?
No, we got it.
Okay.
All right. 10, 3, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St. Mary's Football Athletics Live. We are here in Pellston. I am here with my co-host, Christian Swinsicki, and we are bringing a 6-0 football game to you as the Snowbirds have put an early touchdown on the board.
Yeah, the touchdown was going to be courtesy of number 12, Daniel Jacobson from the Snowbirds. He had a good couple of runs towards the end zone there as we see number 12, Daniel Jacobson, throwing deep, and that's going to be to number 1, Brett Kashoniak. He's got nothing but green grass in front of him, and he's going to score another 6 points for the Snowbirds. We came in right in at the right time, don't you think, Tim?
Absolutely.
Or Ty, sorry.
That's all right, buddy. Action-packed way to start the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. We had lots of touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we still got 9 minutes to go here. Kashoniak has just been leading the team this year in aggression, both on defense and offense. That was a great connection to see him catch that football and run it into the end zone.
Absolutely, and he was wide open. It looked as though they had press coverage going against him, but he was able to beat the man in front of him and score as we see the Snowbirds getting ready for their 2-point conversion here with 9:11 to go in the first quarter. Man in motion. It's going to be a keeper for Jacobson, and he's going to walk right into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and it's going to make it a 14-0 lead here for the Snowbirds early in the first against the Hornets of Pellston.
Thank you guys for tuning in live on YouTube. We see that there is about 20 of you guys watching so far. Will you guys just leave us a comment and let us know if this wind is too much, and we can go ahead and adjust those settings for you. So be sure to leave a comment where you're tuning in from, and thank you again for Next Level Broadcasting.
We also want to take the time to apologize to those at home that were waiting patiently. We want to thank you for waiting patiently, but we had a couple of technical difficulties and internet situations that we were running into here early in setup and in the opening minutes of the first quarter.
So we are on a third kickoff as the St. Mary's take the field here. And size, it looks like St. Mary's, they've been a smaller team pretty much all year, but it seems like they might actually have the larger team on this football field, Christian.
I mean, they've got the size. It looks like they've had the speed right out the gate. Obviously with their runs that they've been showing off, with the route running ability, and just getting open, able to just use their crafty wits. This is going to be the third onside kick attempt that we've also seen tonight, or just afternoon, I should say, tonight, because we had Friday Night Lights yesterday. It's different calling a game at 1 p.m. on a Saturday.
It is. The sun is nice and high in the sky. It's warm. This is the last time we'll be able to enjoy weather like this, and it's truly special because we're broadcasting outside. That's why you guys can hear wind, and we get a nice, clear, eagle-eye view for you guys to enjoy. And the Snowbirds now, strong defensive year to start this season, are lining up in a linebacker formation. So we got a snap. 27 hits it to the middle, finds some room outside, but immediately brought down by a gang of Snowbirds. Looks like Greenier was in there, and Daniel Jacobson as well.
Yeah, number 27 for the Hornets is going to be Connor Keller, able to get the handoff and maybe scamper his way for just a couple of footsteps, as though it's going to be behind the line of scrimmage here for 2nd and 11 for the Hornets. The Hornets come in today with 1 win on their record, and the Snowbirds are going to have a flag going against them here as they jumped. But it's been good news for the Snowbirds ever since week 1 at Pickford. Maybe the trip was just too much for them when they went up to Pickford, but not too bad of a trip today for them as they only had to go to Pellston today.
Yeah, they were a little flat-footed for the first game of their year. I don't know if they were just kind of shaking the nerves off or rediscovering what football was for them, but there's definitely a huge difference in that football team compared to the last 3 games football team and the football team that we're watching right now. As the scoreboard suggests, 14-0 here, 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Let's try it again on defense. We got a stacked formation, 3 receivers, 1 in front, 2 in back. Snap, high snap, looks left, airs it out, and almost intercepted. It is intercepted by Greenier up the field, just running through breaking tackles on the sideline and finally brought down by number 65.
Number 65 for the Hornets is going to be Oren Searles. There's going to be a couple names that I'm going to be struggling with today. Number 20 for the Hornets also was the quarterback. And I know this one I'm going to butcher. It's going to be Jack Schmarlzed. And I know I butchered it.
That was a very good interception by Greenier.
Absolutely. When you tipped it up and you have the ball just kind of floating in front of you, it's tough to get that ball down because you get so anxious, you know it's in front of you, and you just want to make sure you secure it. But more often than not, you kind of bobble it some more as the Snowbirds come out with the spread set. 3 wide receivers. It's going to be a high snap through the hands of Jacobson, and it's going to be downed about 13 yards back behind the line of scrimmage.
Looks like the nose guard there, 71 for the Snowbirds.
Cabe Quick.
He had some nerves built up or something, and he just launched that snap way over DJ's head. But luckily, DJ got on it first, and they'll get an opportunity to kind of work that one forwards a little bit. 2nd and 25 to go. Ball on the 20-yard line. We are in a receiving formation. Daniel Jacobson peels to the outside, finds some room, decides to just squib it. Almost intercepted by number 9, John Sonnenberg.
Yeah, I mean, when you're rolling out left and you're looking for someone on that flood play, because they had a wide receiver going deep, another one kind of doing a 10-yard out, and another one doing a flare out in the flat, adjacent to the line of scrimmage. You're looking to just find someone out there. And he just kind of threw up a flip and maybe make one of his playmakers, go out there and make a play, but just wasn't all there for him that time as they await the call from the sidelines for their offense.
Wow, what a beautiful day for football. Snowbirds right now lining up in the same exact formation. Daniel Jacobson setting the cadence, and the snap is a good snap. Checks the outside. Reception by number 8, hard to be brought down, but finally is.
Amsterberg on the catch. Yeah, just out muscling everyone. And with 8-man football, you're going to see a lot of different ages, a lot of different ranges here, in terms of just the personnel on the field. Because you look at the roster for Pellston, and there's a lot of 9th and 10th graders out there.
Yeah,
and
one of them being Connor Keller, who made that tackle. But it is a very small young team.
Absolutely. However, it's going to be the same set, but flipped on this way. Jacobson looking to his right this time. Rolling out. He's got a drop from number 5. Number 5 is going to be Sam Jacobson.
Yeah, man, that's going to be one he's going to be thinking about later in the shower or on the recliner or wherever he's going to be doing some thinking.
Well, they'd still be running right now, but however, we did have a flag on the play as we try to await the call and await what the refs are saying.
Kind of checking with each other.
It's going to be a holding call against the offense.
So
that's going to either push him back 10 yards or they'll replay the down here.
I got to think that they're going to be looking to punt. What do you think, Christian?
I was unaware of what the down was. I believe that was 4th down there. Yeah, you're going to be absolutely looking to punt if you're. But, however, that was on 4th down. Yeah, okay. So, 4th down, it was a holding play, but Pellston is going to be declining it. That way they get the ball back. So, Pellston, turnover on downs. Pellston has the ball at the 33-yard line, 34-yard line. I apologize.
This might be the breath of fresh air that they needed here to get some momentum. Takes the snap. He's looking left. And
miscommunication there between him and the receiver.
Absolutely. You could tell that, Christian, because number 9 had no idea that ball was being thrown that way.
Yeah, that was Brock Taylor. It looked like he was supposed to run a slant route, and that is absolutely what Jack. I'm only going to do Jack. I'm not going to butcher the last name anymore. But when I refer to him as Jack, I mean the quarterback, number 20 for the Hornets. When Jack is looking for the throw, he's looking for Brock Taylor. Brock Taylor looked like he was supposed to run a slant. Jack, just a miscommunication because Taylor was turning upfield.
Schmalzried. Jack Schmalzried.
I'm not going to try it. Schmalzried?
Swinsicki.
Yeah, I can get my name. I've known my name for 27 years.
You look young for 27, man.
Thank you.
What's your secret?
Mexican.
What is that, some type of brand of soap or something? Or?
Ball's on the 19-yard line for the Hornets. Schmalz Reed waiting in the pistol formation, going to hand off to number 27 along the left side. He's going to be gang tackled after a gain of 1.
Wow, Croft was really trying to get back into this game excited because he just bulldogged.
There's Connor Keller on the carry to the left side of the field, is brought down after a gain of 1 at the most.
Yeah, I'm really liking the way that this football game's looking, folks. I think we've got a good competition on the horizon.
Well, you never want to take these one-win teams too lightly because, you know, they're absolutely playing for something at the end of the day.
Absolutely. And just the fact that there's this far up the football field, 2nd down, 9 to go, communicates to me that they got some fight in them.
Because we have a timeout here by the Hornets.
That's an odd timeout, but with that timeout, ladies and gentlemen, if you're thinking about buying a tractor, I've got the perfect place for you. You guys need to go check out Hudson John Deere in Gaylord.
Welcome to Hudson's, where we strive to be more than a dealer, and we work hard to pair you with the right equipment. Whether your land spans thousands of acres or just a small yard, come visit us. At Hudson, we provide the service and expertise to get the job done right. And for a limited time, get 0% for 84 months on select John Deere compact utility tractors. To get a quote, come into your local Hudson or visit us online at hudsony.com.
Yep. Welcome back, folks. We are still in timeout, so we're going to go ahead and tell you guys where to fly if you're thinking about doing it.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
I think it makes it a little bit more intimate. Welcome back to the game, folks. The Hornets here are making a pitch play to the outside. Number 27 breaks a tackle and finally brought down by number 12, Daniel Jacobson.
Connor Keller on the pitch play to the near side of the field had able to get past an arm tackle, but lowered the shoulder, and it took 2 Snowbirds to take him down as we're looking at 3rd and 4 here for the Hornets. Snowbirds looking to buckle down on defense because you don't want to let up that score. However, some things are just inevitable.
Yeah, absolutely. Something tells me that we're going to be saying Connor Keller's name over and over again. What a busy sophomore. As they line up again, takes a snap, runs to the left side of the field. Connor Keller brought down for a gain of 2.
Yeah, and that's going to be one of the things, too, about if you're playing a sophomore in as your starting running back is, through the years, he's going to develop. He's going to get bigger and stronger, so they're going to see some progression out of Keller going forward. But if you're the Snowbirds, you're looking good here on 3rd and 3. Just need to force another 3rd down stop. Put the Hornets in a precarious situation because that's going to be just outside of their field goal range, I believe, as we see the I formation out of the Hornets.
I formation and a quick dive up the middle here, brought down by an entire coliseum of Snowbirds.
An entire coliseum is a good way to put it. That was Jacob Rizzardi on the fullback dive from the Hornets, but it looks as though it's not going to be enough for a 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down, and this is where the decisions are made here.
Yeah, if I'm the Hornets, I'm thinking about, speaking of Hornets, it's really peculiar. It's ironic that it's the Pellston Hornets because as we stand here on this broadcasting stage, we are being constantly harassed by hordes of Hornets trying to find a home.
Absolutely, and they gave him the 1st down. I didn't think that they were going to spot it that far up, but they spotted it pretty high up and gave the 1st down to the Hornets. But you're absolutely right. Yeah, there's a good little Hornets nest to our left as we see the I formation come back out for the Hornets.
Number 20 awaiting the snap.
It's going to be a pitch to Connor Keller to the left side again. Keller, like you said, busy, going to break a couple of would-be arm tackles and then get spun down to the ground after a gain of about 5.
It just seems like Schmalzried on that had a nice snap, but, it was just overwhelming. The size and the aggression of the St. Mary's Snowbirds defense right now is too much to handle, although they are marching up the field, Christian.
It looks as though the Hornets are actually at the disadvantage in terms of size. It's not often I think you can say the Snowbirds have the advantage size-wise. So that's going to make a bit of a difference here.
Absolutely. We got Jacob Rizzardi here rolling out. Schmalz Reed connects with number 9. Great touchdown catch. I don't know how his arms have not. There they go finally. 6 points on the board. Number 9, Brock Taylor.
Yeah, that was a simple out route after about 6 yards. That's one of the things you're looking at. Run to the end zone, run out towards the sideline, and then you're going to beat man-to-man coverage that way, and that's exactly what they did, and that was a well-placed throw by Schmalz Reed. And they convert for 6, and now they look for the 2-point conversion here.
Wow, look at those spreader receivers on this. Motion in the backfield. Schmalz Reed to number 22, flag on the play, brought down by, what is that, Jacobson? Nope, that is...
I think this flag is going to be in the Hornets. I think this is going to push him back because it's a legal motion.
Kashoniak on the tackle. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, that was an illegal motion called against the Hornets. They had 2 men in motion at the time of the snap. That is illegal.
I wonder if that was a miscommunication in the Hornet backfield or if that is a play that just hasn't gotten caught yet.
I believe it's going to be a miscommunication. It looked as though both players that were in motion were anticipating getting the handoff.
I can only imagine the Snowbirds defense watching that happen in the backfield. What is that? We've never seen that before.
They would have been about as flabbergasted as I would have been up here on the booth patio.
All right, we're lining up for another kickoff. The Hornets are looking side to side, pacing it out here, and the Snowbirds have more players in the front field than they do in the backfield. We'll see what transpires, folks, as we are 14-6. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Hand is up, and hand is going to come down here. Ball is in the air, squibbed to number 8, snatched out of the air by number Robbie Amsterberg.
Yeah, I mean, good heads up, good hands on that. I wouldn't necessarily call it a squib. They're almost like onside because you're anticipating the ball bouncing and getting a few extra bounces going, just either in your way or the other way. It's a gamble because it gives the receiving team good field position, as you can see them taking up shop here at the 46-yard line.
Absolutely. We've got Rylan Metelski in the backfield as Daniel Jacobson hands off to Kashoniak.
It's going to be an early flag, I think. That's going to be against the Snowbirds, and it's going to push them back a couple of yards.
They just love doing it to himself this game, Christian. This is the 3rd time they're being pushed back here.
Absolutely. I mean, the refs saw it, we saw it, but we know something. It wasn't your eyes playing a trick on you. However, for those at home that have those eyes trick on you, the refs are never wrong, so it's time for you to come in for a free consultation at the Gaylord Eye Center with 4 locations: Gaylord, Boyne City, Sheboygan, Bel Air. Get back in the game with the Gaylord Eye Care Center, a local vision source provider.
Brock Taylor just smashed Kashoniak down for a loss. Really good defense there. And yes, if you guys need anything related to vision, go to Gaylord Eye Care. Lots of people in this stadium go there for their eye care. Highly recommended, very reputable.
I think I don't need eye help yet. Both my parents wear glasses.
Stay optimistic, Christian.
Thanks.
All right, we're in a blanket formation here as DJ hands off to, keeps it. Rylan Metelski with the fade.
Daniel
Airs
Jacobson
it out.
Looking deep.
Number 77 right onto his tuchus.
That was Lucas Sherwinski. He was wide open. Either way, I think Daniel Jacobson put a little too much power under it. I apologize for emphasizing my W there. But Daniel Jacobson looked like he overthrew Sherwinski, but Sherwinski slipped either way, so it's one of those what could have been plays. They'd still be running.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he slipped on. I mean, it hasn't rained in a while, and to be honest with you, the field looks pretty manicured there. He probably just got too excited.
You were that wide open, and you're anticipating getting a catch like that. There was 2 Snowbirds wide open down the field there.
Daniel Jacobson with the cadence, same play. Rylan airs it out again to number 77, this time tipped by Connor Keller.
Connor Keller making plays both on offense and defense. That was a good play by Keller, but they ran the same play there thinking that they were going to get it that time, and it just wasn't happening.
That sophomore understands football. I don't care who you are. He has contributed, like Christian said, on both sides of the field, and I can just guarantee that his time's coming for a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, when you're all over the field, you're going to be a star probably for the coming years as you're just a sophomore and you're making plays already like that. That was a first down saving play.
Same formation in the backfield here. Daniel Jacobson cadences, snaps, and this time is kept and then drove right up the middle. And he's got room. Number 27, Connor Keller, cannot catch him. He is down to the 30, the 20, the 10, and touchdown. Daniel Jacobson on an amazing keep play.
Absolutely. That's, I think, Daniel Jacobson's second touchdown today, as the first one was one we weren't able to go on the air with, but oh my gosh, an absolutely dazzling run on 4th and long. That was almost 4th and forever, and that just deflated the Hornets there, took the wings right off of them, as they would say, because that's a tough one to handle.
He went to work, I tell you what, and just like you, if you're going to need some work done, are going to need to go to Jane.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area.
All right, welcome back, folks. We are going for 2 here, and it is DJ to Rylan Metelski in for an easy extra couple.
Yeah, easy, walked in, looked like he wasn't even touched, and I mean, that's how the Snowbirds have been doing it these last few weeks.
It has been easy football for the Snowbirds with their first time voyage to their maiden field, brand new this year in 2023. Blew out the Onawayans, and then another lopsided victory last week in Onaway.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do know that they had a forfeit on their schedule as well, but they were on the better end of the forfeit. They took a win over the forfeit, as they had that going their way earlier. They've had a few big wins early in the season, obviously, Central Lake. But that game in Pickford, I think, is one that they would like to have back, as that was a 40-22 just drubbing, and they didn't score 22 points until the 4th quarter. They had Bel Air was their other drubbing you're talking about, and then the 46-6 win against Onaway.
Let's do it all over again, folks. This is Saturday football. We have the Snowbirds signaling for a kickoff here, 6-22, and airs a nice little mid-range kick to the sideline and almost stolen, but recovered by number 9. Chris Houseworth or Pistol Edwards.
No, I'm not aware of the rules, MHSAA, as it looked there. The Snowbirds got to the ball first. However, they ran right by the ball, and if it's anything like any other rules that I know, you should be able to recover once the ball travels 10 yards down the field. So they could have potentially had an easy recovery there if I'm keen on my rules.
Wow, that's news to me. Brock Taylor, not Pistol Edwards, sorry. Okay, we're outside pitch to Connor Keller to the outside, brought down by number Rylan Metelski.
Yeah, Connor Keller doing some work. He was able to get past another arm tackle, but 2 Snowbirds able to bring him down. And the Snowbirds playing some good defense here early on, making them run laterally and horizontally. Not so much vertical. They're fast on the defensive end and able to gang tackle pretty well.
Absolutely, and he's paying off with some blocks by number 21, Jacob Rizzardi. And Jacob Rizzardi is going to get the football this time as he's brought down by number 3, Jack Alexander.
Yeah, you get those quick handoffs. You're looking to get past the defensive linemen before they're ready, but the Snowbirds, they have come to play today. They had that nice little sleep. They didn't have to worry about playing on a Friday night. Come in and play on a Saturday midday. And they just look full of energy today. They've shown it on the field so far.
Absolutely. Our defense is spread nice and wide in the middle. Looks like they're anticipating a run when it was a pass, and almost completed by number 9, Brock Taylor.
That would have been good enough for the first down had it been caught, but it was a little low and away from the intended receiver. Snowbirds forcing some hard decisions and some tough throws here in the first quarter. We have a minute and a half left in the first, as both teams are passing it a little more than I think I'm remembering.
Yep. 4th down, 7 to go. Ball on the 40. 22 to 6. See if they can use the next minute to try and get further up the field to catch that score up a little bit. Schmalz Reed looking for the cadence. False start by number 22, Jack Lane.
Yeah, Jack Lane looked as though he was trying to time the snap perfectly and just unable to time it too perfectly. He looked like, for those watching at home, if they know professional, Jawan Taylor out there trying to play before the snap is ready.
Shout out to all of our YouTube subscribers. Thank you guys for tuning in. 20 of you guys here. Be sure to comment where you're watching from so we can give you a warm shout out here. Make sure that you subscribe. Number 12 going way down the field, Daniel Jacobson trying to catch this punt, and he doesn't, but he is running towards it. He is thinking about it and finally picks it up and starts his way up the field and fumbled but recovered by number 1, who is Kashoniak.
Yeah, Brett Kashoniak, right place, right time. It looked as though Daniel Jacobson, he was making some moves, dicing his way along the seam of the field. However, one low hit right at the leg, able to jostle the ball right out of his hands. And you could see he put his helmet to the turf there, as he was a little unhappy with himself. Knew he should have kept on to it, but however, luckily recovered by the Snowbirds.
Absolutely. And he's done that twice now this year, where he has let that punt just dribble until he thought it was good enough to pick up. And one of them, he ran it back for a touchdown. So you really don't mind that. All right, we've got a snap in the backfield, super high again. Daniel Jacobson dives on it, secures possession. Looks like number 81 might have stepped on him. Good sportsmanship there, as he did help him up, Lucas Livermore.
Yeah, Kashoniak, that snap was just a little too high, able to fall back down on it, because the problem is when the ball's snapped like that, your linemen are facing the other way because they think you have the ball. They're doing their thing blocking. The only people watching you are the defensive linemen, and they just bum rush the ball. So it was a good thing for Jacobson to get down back on it and stop the bleeding, but you need to just get some clean exchanges here if you're operating out of the shotgun.
Yep. Number 71, Cabe Quick, is going to get his shot at another snap. It is complete. Daniel Jacobson looks to air it out, finally passes it to number 1, and it is almost received, but not quite. That'd be Kashoniak.
Yeah, he just had it a little high and out of range of Kashoniak's way. I think that was also a little out of bounds. Kashoniak isn't 6'5" out there. He made a good effort, but it just was a little off the hands. As we look at 3rd and forever here.
That's right. 3rd and forever.
Yeah, 3rd and 25, but they were able to convert on a 4th and forever earlier and score a touchdown off of that.
Shout out to our camera woman, Jessica Blom, as she is just working the angles for you guys, getting a picturesque view at Daniel Jacobson running it straight up the field, shedding an arm tackle, but not escaping the ankle tackle by number 27. Guess who? Connor Keller.
Connor Keller doing everything he can as you hear the horn sound for the signal of the end of the first quarter. And once again, I want to thank everyone joining us in on the broadcast here with Next Level Broadcasting. I'm Christian Swinsicki with Tyler Blom, and we are going to be right back after these messages.
Golf Gaylord, get your golf clubs worked on. We're going to send you to the sandwich shop here in a second.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
Gotta love that Jimmy Jams. That's what we're having for lunch. Jessica Blom on the camera is going to be putting some in her belly here, probably at halftime. We're back to football, folks. Christian Swinsicki, Tyler Blom here. And the Snowbirds taking a snap. Daniel Jacobson peeling off to the right side of the field, airing another football out to number 1.
That's Brett Kashoniak.
Straight up the field, blocked by number 5 like it wasn't even in style. Cannot be caught by number 20. That was a great block there by Sam Jacobson for his brother Kashoniak, or his friend rather.
Yeah, defender tripped that was covering Kashoniak. Looks like he got his feet tangled up. Kashoniak able to stay upright and get the ball. Nothing but green grass in front of him. I mean, really, the only thing that happened after that was the big block, because he could have been brought down from behind. However, nothing but green grass and scoring another 6.
Yeah, they're just tacking him on here, 28-6 here, just in the first beginning seconds of the second quarter. They're going for a 2-point conversion. McConnell firing off some instructions to the young St. Mary squad. And Sam Jacobson, as always, in the pocket, visited by Sam Jacobson.
That's Daniel Jacobson with Sam Jacobson in the backfield. And it's going to be off of the legs of Sam Jacobson there on the 2-point attempt.
Brother-to-brother connection, man. Hit him right in the thigh pads, and I could hear it from here with the earmuffs on, Christian, how disgruntled he was that he wasn't able to bring that in.
Yeah, you could hear once it hit him, you just hear the grunt of just disbelief that he couldn't wrangle that one in. Going to keep the score here at 28-6, though.
We've got another football game transpiring behind us as the children patrons of the Hornet Stadium look to be about 12-6 behind us as well.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're a kid, you absolutely do what you have to do to, I remember when I was a kid, I didn't want to watch the football games. However, as I've gotten older, that's all I want to do, is watch the football games.
We're just watching the football games with you folks, just giving you a little bit of how-to and know-how. Seems like this is going to be a nice fair fight all the way to the finish. Again, it's only the very beginning of the second quarter, and it really doesn't even, the Snowbirds have the edge for sure. It's 28-6, and they're playing like they have the edge, but I wouldn't count the Hornets out just yet.
No, they're a young squad. They still have a lot to learn. These are obviously very important reps for both sides as the kick is away, and the Hornets are going to receive it here. But it's actually going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a flag for illegal procedure.
Number 65 just gave Robbie Armstrong the old shoulder and boot. Let's see who that would have been.
It was Robbie Amsterberg.
Yeah.
Robbie Amsterberg, just got the business given to him. However, illegal procedures is going to put the ball. Actually, they're going to elect to re-kick the kickoff. However, they're going to be backed up a few yards.
Yep, that just doesn't make any sense to me, Christian, but maybe you can explain it if you know the rules a little bit better.
Yeah, usually in the pros, when you have an illegal procedure, the ball is kicked out of bounds. That means you're automatically going to begin your drive at the 40-yard line. However, you can decline, and they will tack the yards onto the re-kick, and they'll re-kick it from deeper. So that is what they did. And what you do is you do that, and you gamble to maybe get some extra yards off of the kickoff.
Okay. Well, Daniel Jacobson's going to go way sooner as number 99 is recovering.
Yeah.
Sam O'Neill with Jake Butler to secure the dagger.
That's good hands from the freshman Sam O'Neill, and he doesn't look like a freshman out there. He is at least 6'2", and that is a big freshman. However, good hands from the freshman, and that time if you're the Snowbirds, you elect to try that. However, the gamble is they recover, and now the Hornets are going to get the ball on Snowbird territory to start the drive at the 45-yard line.
And you know, the Snowbirds defense has been absolutely ridiculous, but I think that they might get a touchdown here on this drive. Let's see, Schmalz Reed to Keller up the middle and stopped by a horde. Number 21, number 14, Jake Butler, Kashoniak, and 21 is Joseph O'Connell.
Yeah, good gang tackle from the Snowbirds. They've been doing that all afternoon so far as we're looking at 2nd and 12. Showing the speed, showing the defense is all over the place, and it makes it tough. It makes it deflating if you're the unaware, as Schmalz Reed is in the pistol, looking to his right. However, there was no one that way. The nearest receiver was number 9, Brock Taylor. And when you stay in the pistol, you kind of have the benefit of having the running back behind you. If you want to do the handoff, then he gets that head start. However, it also has the deception of looking like a shotgun formation because your quarterback's standing up instead of under center.
Absolutely. We have an exchange on the Hornet side. Chance Schlappy comes in for Brett Bonter. And looks like Schmalz Reed just got some instruction from the head coach here. And Vince D'Agostino wants to change some things up, spread his receivers out wide in a double receiver formation, sets motion to number 22, which is Jack Lane, and motion again, number 9, Brock Taylor. But they just couldn't quite figure it out, Christian. Flag on the play.
Yeah, I want to say there was a lot going on there, and it could potentially be a delay of game. However, the referees are they're gonna have a meeting of the minds here for a moment as we await the call. I didn't think I saw a false start, but however, it might be a delay of game. But that's the tough thing about when you play high school in these small fields, is that there's no clock for you to actually look at to see when you have to snap the ball.
That's a great point, Christian, and that would be pretty difficult to time when you don't have the time.
Absolutely, you have to have a mental clock in your head, and it's just another thing for the high school athlete to think about when snapping the ball. That was going to be a delay of game on the offense.
Man, oh man, that had a really good potential to be a solid play. May have been or may have not been, but it seems like the Snowbirds were off kilter a tad bit. They're going to try the same play again, though, same formation at least. Schmalz Reed takes the snap, and he's looking left. Short pass to Connor Keller. Couldn't get any fingertips on it because Daniel Jacobson was there to scare the hoots out of him.
This flag, I think, is going to be on the defense, and it's going to be roughing the passer, I believe, which is going to be – now, I'm not keen on the rules for MHSAA. However, that could potentially lead to an automatic first down for the Hornets as we await the call here. But I believe that's going to be roughing the passer because Schmalz Reed got walloped as he threw the ball.
It'd be a great time to thank one of our sponsors here as Christian's going to roll you into it.
Absolutely, J&J Construction. Many times we don't know where to go when beginning the process of building or remodeling our home, but that's where J&J Construction comes in. They help you in every step of the way, get you into your dream home, trusted by everyone and respected by all. J&J Construction, proud supporter of Gaylord St. Mary Athletics.
Absolutely. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 36. 11 minutes to go here. St. Mary's 28. Pellston Hornets 6.
Yeah, that was going to be a roughing the passer against the Snowbirds, and that's going to be an automatic first down, which is unfortunate because the Hornets were looking at 4th and very long, but now they have a fresh set of downs here, and it's going to be immediately sacked and stripped by the Snowbirds, recovered by the Hornets.
Number 3 got in there, Jack Alexander to disrupt that play.
Yeah, that was, I mean, they were right in. As soon as the ball was snapped, Schmalz Reed, I'm going to butcher it all game. I apologize to the Schmalz Reed family. Schmalz Reed was in at center. However, the Snowbirds able to get right in as soon as the ball was snapped and just get right back there and get him for a strip sack.
Wow.
Schmalz
Number
Reed on the pitch.
21, Connor Keller outside to the right, gets immediately brought down by number 5, well, pretty much the whole defense.
Yeah, he didn't have a whole lot of space to work with. They're very fast there out there on the outside, and the Hornets, God bless them, they're trying to get to work that outside edge and set the tone and use Keller's speed. However, it's just anytime they try it, the Snowbirds are always there, moving as fast as they can.
Yeah. Sam Jacobson was the one to initiate that contact. Schmalz Reed rolls out, takes a big pass to number 9, Brock Taylor, incomplete.
Yeah, the Snowbirds defense looking excellent this evening. They're getting to the quarterback. They're fast on every facet, whether it's defending the pass, whether it's defending the run. They're just everywhere all at once.
Let's keep our peepers peeled for what just happened. D'Agostino just told Schmalzried some new play. And I think what's going to happen here is they're going to stack the receivers to the left, covered by Grenier and Daniel Jacobson. And they're probably going to try and get some time in the pocket as they roll out and get one of them open. Exactly what happens, but again, just cannot connect. The defensive pressure is too strong. Let's give a shout out to number 24 and 21 for the Snowbirds. Joseph O'Connell and also Dylan Croft for just putting an immense amount of pressure on these Hornets where they just have to keep rushing these passes, Christian.
Yeah, the Snowbirds defense is relentless here in the first half, and it's made evident by the score. They've just been everywhere. They're flying everywhere. They're making it tough on Schmalz Reed for him to get set back there and throw because he sees the field correctly. It's just he doesn't get his feet set, and he's not able to get the throw off because the defense is bearing down on him at all times, it feels like.
Looks like now we've got a running formation in the backfield. Just a few offensive linemen to protect that quarterback. Number 9, Brock Taylor.
Good handoff to Kashoniak up the right side. That was out of the I formation. Kashoniak getting a gain of 5. That's probably the most average gain we've seen the Snowbirds have already, because usually when you're running, you're averaging about 4 to 5 yards per run. However, that was about a 5-yard run that time. And each play, it seems like they're either going back or they're breaking it for big.
That's right. There's really no tried and true, trusty gainage here in this game. It's pretty phenomenal. These are interceptions being ran for long lengths or touchdown passes being thrown across the field. But we're going to have Rylan Metelsky here.
Kashoniak getting the handoff to the left side, getting another gain of 4 to 5 yards. It's going to be enough for a first down. However, we have an injured Hornet down. That's going to be number 81.
Lucas Livermore.
Yes, and hopefully he isn't too banged up. He looks he's standing up and just walking it off, showing the heart to stay out there. That's one of the things that's tough about this sport is an injury happens and sometimes you just have to stay out there.
Absolutely. Sam Jacobson rolling up in a tighter pocket here with Rylan Metelsky and Kashoniak in the backfield. Ends up getting another run for Kashoniak and just plowed down by the whole entire defensive unit. Number 81, Lucas Livermore, who is just injured, ended up making that tackle, Christian.
Yeah, and it's probably one of those things of, you have to get out there and stay active. That way you don't think about your injury. And however, that brings up 4th down for the Snowbirds. And the Snowbirds, after what looked promising, they've had 2 straight runs fall short, just short of the sticks.
Yeah, I definitely would advise against doing the same identical thing that didn't work 2 times in a row, but it looks like it's the same formation. We have whistles on the play. Hopefully this is a timeout to reconfigure as Jake Butler comes in for Brett Kashoniak. That might be a fair decision, bringing some speed into the backfield. Rylan Metelsky and Jake Butler are the fastest Snowbirds on the team.
Yeah, I see Metelsky running when we were at the Pickford game, and oh my Lord, is he fast. He has some speed with him.
All right, Daniel Jacobson keeps the ball, though, and just decides to run it up the gut with speed 1 and speed 2. Jake Butler and Metelsky.
Yeah, so that play right there, and if anyone at home watches the pros, that is what the Philadelphia Eagles run very consistently on short yardage, downs. That's what everyone in the football atmosphere is calling the tush push because the quarterback gets the ball and everyone behind him just pushes them.
Yeah, the tush push is a very good way to explain it because, like I said, you had Metelsky and Jake Butler just exploding into Jacobson's back to get that gain. Okay, Jake Butler's going to be out to the right side. He's going to be tied up just at the last second by number 22, Jack Lane.
Yeah, they were trying to utilize his speed, but the Hornets showing off that they have speed as well. They are young and they are inexperienced, but they still have the physical gifts, able to run out to the sidelines and get that tackle and force a
absolutely.
no gain.
I can tell you right now I'm really impressed with Jack Lane because it takes a lot of speed to catch Jake Butler on the outside of that pitch, and that's exactly what he did. These Hornets aren't going away as we have the same formation in the backfield. One of these two runners are going to get it, and it looks like it's going to be Ryland to the outside left, finally brought down by number 21, Jacob Rizzardi.
Yeah, Ryland Metelsky, they're trying to, I think that's his first touch of the game so far. He has game-breaking speed as we have a timeout here, but I was going to say we could keep it here for just a moment, and I can tell you about Jimmy John's. Away games call for freaky fast meals on the road. That's where Jimmy John's comes in to turn travel time into dinner time with their freaky fast gourmet sandwiches and their brand new location in Gaylord across from the Hobby Lobby. Jimmy John's, freaky fast and freaky strong. So strong a tornado couldn't move them. And if you've grown up in Michigan, you've grown up with cracked roads, parking lot pavement that you can't trust, and potholes the size of some of these Gaylord St. Mary's offensive linemen. If your driveway, parking lot, or other surface needs an overhaul, check out the pros at Gaylord Seal Coating. Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. I mean, we've seen some potholes on the way up here to Pellston today. I know I came in from Charlevoix after they had their barn burner last night, and man, some of these potholes around here, we're going to need some Gaylord Seal Coating fixing things.
Absolutely. Looks like the Snowbirds are 3rd and 7 to go, running in a formation. Daniel Jacobson keeping it to Greenier with a reception, racing up the field as he gallops for a touchdown, puts 6 more up on the board as Connor Keller could not catch him.
I mean, he was just deep. You can't, if you're the safety, you can't let that happen. You can't let one man beat you. You are the safety valve. That's why they're called the safety. And however, you let the tight end get behind you, and the next thing you know, they're celebrating another 6 points being put up on the board with less than 6 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play by the Snowbirds. They're lining up to look a little deflated as their body language is drooping shoulders. Hopefully they can step it up and still make it a competition. I don't think that they're necessarily out of here, but if they don't do something quick, it's going to get real tough on them.
Well, for both Gaylord teams in these last 24 hours, they've put up a lot of points very quickly in the first half. Last night the Blue Devils were up 30-0 at the half, I believe. Today, the Snowbirds up 36-6, and we have 6 minutes to go as another illegal procedure flag is going to come out for kicking the ball out of bounds. And if you're in Gaylord and you're celebrating both teams these last 2 days, this last day I should say, it's been a lot to celebrate in high school athletics.
Yeah, I sure hope one of these two teams, if not both of them, would be great to go deep into the playoff bracket and bring something home for Northern Michigan.
Absolutely, and it's something, not every team gets to celebrate that kind of thing, and it's a different kind of celebration because it's a fun celebration, especially knowing that your team is doing well, they're going deep into the playoffs, or they're making just a playoff appearance. That means their season's not done, and they could potentially play to be winners of some form at some point.
You got to play to win. You got to play for that contact.
Absolutely, as Daniel Jacobson is set to kick here for the Snowbirds. That was after the illegal procedure kick.
Another big kick right in the middle of the field this time, or on the right side, rather.
This one's also going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be another illegal procedure.
Well, maybe that's why we don't have a punter. You can kick it far, but you can't necessarily kick it where you want to. Would it bring some? I don't know if St. Mary's has a soccer team or not. Christian, what do you think?
I mean, I'm not aware of it either. However, it isn't the hardest thing to find someone who can, who has a leg. However, it's an art, I should say. There's a reason that being a kicker is one of the more mentally frustrating positions on the
I
field.
haven't seen a huddle on a kickoff in a long time. I guarantee you they're going to try and offsides kick this next.
However, I mean, that explains why both teams are onsiding and squibbing, because it's
hard to keep it within the lines.
It's hard to keep it within the lines. I don't know if I could go down there right now and kick that ball and make sure it's in line. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Is it's going to be an onside.
Wow. Number 80, 65, 69.
That was a good call by you, Ty.
Oren Searles. 65. Oren Searles with the recovery. There's a lot of cool names on this roster. I'm having fun broadcasting this for you guys. It's got to be between Chance Shalapi. It's also got to be between Pistol Edwards, Oren Searles, and, of course, Jack Schmalzried. Very cultured. We love it up here. Okay, motion in the backfield. Schmalzried down to Connor Keller to the outside, cuts back in and gets lit up by Greenier.
Absolutely. Connor Keller getting rocked, and he's going to be down, and I don't blame him. He is. I think the wind got knocked out of him for a moment there. He ran straight into that. Oh, man. We're going to be, due to the injury, I think it's a good time to just take a step away, and we'll come back to you as the Hornets take a knee.
I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
All right, welcome back, folks. It's good to see Connor Keller to his feet, running it off. Probably just got the wind knocked out of him. Greenier just absolutely laid the wood. Extremely aggressive defense by the Snowbirds pretty much all year, but especially this game. And a few key components are why that defense is so strong. I noticed that Jake Butler is on the defensive end, which is a lot of speed, is going to rush a lot of things, going to put a lot of pressure on the opponents. And then you also have Daniel Jacobson and Kashoniak as linebackers and safeties in the backfield, which is a lot of pretty decent IQ. It contributes to an unstoppable force that we're witnessing here as Schmalzried takes a snap and airs it out to the left side of the field to number 9, which is almost caught but disrupted by guess who? Greenier.
Oh, man, and he had two Snowbirds bearing down on him. Schmalzried did as he's hobbling to the sidelines. But, oh, my gosh, he put a catchable ball up there. That's something that you got to get under and get in your hands as Connor Keller is getting looked at on the sidelines. And, oh, my Lord, the Hornets had a play right there, and they just couldn't capitalize on it. However, I think the flag was going to be against the Snowbirds, and it's going to be roughing the passer once again, and it's going to make it an automatic first down for the Hornets as they move the ball further into Snowbird territory.
Man, I don't know. I don't think that was necessarily roughing the passer, but the refs are closer than I am, so we'll just leave it at that. The Hornets are the closest they've been in a long time to getting into that red zone. I really want to see them make good on this drive so that it can be a little bit more of a competition here, 36-6. They got first down here, 10 to go, obviously, ball in the 25. We're in the second quarter with 5 minutes and 37 seconds.
Absolutely. When you're down this much, now you're just trying to play to get back into it, make sure that the game isn't completely out of reach, and put something on the board to be happy about going into the halftime. As there's some crotch rockets flying behind us here in Pellston, and it's just been it's a busy road here that leads in and out of Pellston, is it not?
Yeah, it's, I'm happy they got the 55, slid down to the 45, slid down to the 35, slid down to the 25 within about 4 or 5 football fields. It probably does a lot for noise, and it probably does a lot for safety. But the people that are not adhering to those are ripping their motors quite profusely.
Yeah, I'm not going to confess if I was or wasn't. So, you know, we're just going to keep to this as Connor Keller is still getting looked at on the sidelines. I think he had the wind knocked out of him, and you really hope that's about it because he took a big shot from Greenier.
Yep. Okay, motion in the backfield. Rizzardi, motion. Smalls Reed to number 1. Number 1 gets his touch as Connor Keller comes out of the game.
It's going to be Brady Bonter, number 1 for the Hornets, as he was able to get a couple yards from there as he comes up limping.
My goodness. This is every single game over and over and over again. It's got to be a testament to this defense I keep on raving about and the Snowbirds because these teams are just getting beat up.
Well, the Snowbirds, they have decent size for being a smaller school as we see the pistol formation from the Hornets. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper from Schmalz Reed. He's going to get to the outside, and it looks like it's going to be enough for the first down, at least from my perspective.
Brought down by Greenier. He's doing a lot this game. That young man is all over the field making plays left and right.
I think that's a play that we're going to see the Hornets come back to as we get under 5 minutes and we take a timeout here. That's going to give us a moment to talk to you about Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. Ty, do you have any plans, trips coming up? Well, if you do, Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport is your gateway to northern Michigan. Now is your time to fly TVC. TVC Airport will also get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com. And the seasons change. We're right in the middle of a changing season. Leaves are beautiful up here in northern Michigan, but the chores never stop because with the leaves changing colors, that means they're going to fall off the trees soon. It's time to gear up for fall with the John Deere compact tractor from Hudson. Plenty of inventory and thousands in savings. A John Deere compact tractor from Hudson. Your fall chores just got done easier. See for yourself at HudsonInc.com. And we have Twin Bay Docks. Attention all water lovers. Twin Bay Docks is northern Michigan's gold standard for your lakeside access. Trusted by consumers and distributors alike, featuring a superior patented vinyl design, Twin Bay Docks makes living life out on the water easy.
They've got the arms stretched out, just like they will setting up your dock on the offensive line as Schmalzried takes a pass right to a wide open number 9, Brock Taylor, for a touchdown. Christian, we said they were close to the red zone. They got into that red zone for another touchdown, making it a 12-36 game.
Absolutely, and Brock Taylor was wide open. It was a good play design. He just had a drag route coming across. Makes it easy for Schmalzried to see because big number 9 is a tough one to not see when he's wide open across the field like that, and there was nothing but green grass in front of him as he's walking in for 6.
It really was a beautiful connection. Schmalzried has a very prominent stance. When he gets in it and he's about to let that ball fly, he had enough time to really get comfortable in that, and it looks like they are going for a man, someone just got smoked.
That was a running back dive up the middle. However, it's going to be short of the sticks, and it's going to be a failed conversion on the 2-point attempt and making this keeping this a 12-36 game.
Jacob Rizzardi tried to do that dive and just, I don't know who it was on the Snowbirds, but somebody got to him.
I imagine if it was one person on the Snowbirds, it was more than just one person on the Snowbirds. It was a lot. Those Snowbirds, they don't come singly. They come with 2 or 3 others following with them.
Well, it was a little tough to see, Christian, but I think that if you guys have a problem with that,
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
All right, we got a kickoff here, recovered by Brett Kashoniak. Was an onside kick attempt. And the Snowbirds are going to start their drive to try and answer back to that successful touchdown drive by the Hornets here. Ball is going to be on the 45.
I mean, we're going to see the Snowbirds offense come back out on the field, and they've been really just imposing their will at this moment, or just in the game in general. And we're going to see if that continues, and I think that will.
Stacked on the right side. Jacobson finds Sam Jacobson, his brother, for a nice little gain of 5 yards.
Yeah, the Jacobson to Jacobson connection was easy and quick there. It's going to be good enough for the 5 yards. And, you know, it's almost as though I think maybe going into the second half that we might see a running clock potentially because of the score differential here. And that's, you know, of course you want to get the players the right amount of reps, but you also want to make sure you pay attention to their safety, as, you know, Connor Keller was one that luckily is back out on the field.
All right, Jacobson snaps, rolls outside to the left, finds some running room, picks up his brother for a nice block, puts his shoulder down, and gets a nice gain of about 20 yards. It was a great Jacobson to Jacobson connection again. And, yeah, absolutely, Christian. I think that 40 points is what the score needs to be for that clock to run, and then we're getting real close.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that we saw last night in the Gaylord Blue Devils game, that we had a running clock in the third quarter, and if this continues at this rate, it's going to get even worse possibly for the Hornets.
Snowbirds stacked outside, 3 receivers. We're going to have a bunch of options here for Daniel Jacobson. Goes to number 1, Brett Kashoniak, sheds a tackle. Number 27,
Oof.
Connor Keller sheds another one, and finally brought down out of bounds by Jacob Rizzardi.
Yeah, Kashoniak lowered the shoulder, and oh my Lord, give props to Connor Keller for trying to get in there, showing the heart, but physics and size matter there, as Connor Keller gave it his all, but Kashoniak just lowered the boom and just laid him out.
He did. We've got a Snowbirds Hit of the Game award, struggling to compete against Grenier and Kashoniak now. Absolutely laying the wood down. Kashoniak outside, Sam Jacobson outside. Daniel airs it out to his brother and caught.
That's going to be out of bounds.
Out of bounds, man. Half of his foot was on the line, half of it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, it was the right foot. He had it right on the line. It wasn't enough to, you know, to sway the ref. However, what can you do?
Looks like they're going to talk about it a little bit as the Stripes pick up the laundry. And I'm going to foresee a run play as they've been favoring the air this game quite substantially. And it's been working out for them. They've got 36 points on the board, well-earned plays. Looks like Coach O'Connell's going to be firing some instructions there. And our nose guard, Cabe Quick, is going to line up for that contact. Daniel Jacobson is in the shotgun with his receivers, 2 and 2. He's got more than enough room, decides to run, but brought down for a small gain by number 81, Lucas Livermore.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I do want to mention is thank you to those at home mentioning that we have a problem with our scoreboard, that it does show the Eagles and not the Hornets. I want to say thank you to Sven Warhammer for that. Sorry, we are just getting it, and thank you to Last F saying hello from Germany. And I mean, we technical difficulties. We were on air a little late today as the Snowbirds and Jacobson take the snap, and Jacobson looking to his right and throwing to Kashoniak, and Kashoniak gets the ball, sheds a tackle, walks into the end zone, touchdown, and there's a down Hornet. The down Hornet is going to be number 3, Brett Bonter, and he's holding on to his ankle and limping back up. However, it was a touchdown.
TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Welcome back, folks. We are going to tell you guys what we think the best sandwiches in town.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
Welcome back to the broadcast as we have the Snowbirds getting set for kickoff, and Daniel Jacobson raising the hand, getting ready, kicks away, and it's going to be a squib recovered by the Hornets.
Connor Keller, he's all over the place, attempting to make those tackles, getting in there, getting the ball, securing the kickoff, and the Hornets are going to keep the ball. And now as they try to break in to this 12-42 game where they are down 30 points here before the half with 2:49 to go in the second quarter, and they're just looking to show some life as Brett Bonter is still getting looked at on the sideline for his ankle, tying the laces a little tighter, keeping that cleat on as the Hornets are in the pistol formation. And it's a pitch to Connor Keller. He's going to get it to the right side, and he's going to get brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Is going to be for a loss of 1, wrestled down by the Snowbirds. The tackle looked as though it was going to be Joseph O'Connell. Yeah, we are 42-12, man. It just seems like the score should be a little bit closer, but looks like we got a flag on the play, Christian.
Yeah, we're doing stuff here behind the scenes trying to get our setup still working out. However, I was unable to see what's going on here. It's though the Snowbirds are rushing a man onto the field, and Hornets are just awaiting the Snowbirds, and now they get set for play. I didn't see a flag, though, but it is 2nd and 11 with Schmalzried under center, Keller in the backfield, and they're going to pitch it to Keller. Keller's going to get to the outside, to the left side, and he's going to get wrestled down and tackled after a gain of 1.
Kashoniak and Greenier, 2 of the hardest hitters on this team.
Yeah, absolutely. And Connor Keller showing the heart, getting the carries. He's just, getting to the linebackers, getting the linemen to execute their blocks is always tough, especially when you keep running these runs to the outside. As now Schmalzried is in a spread formation with Jack Lane motioning to him, and Schmalzried's going to keep it. It's going to be a screen pass, and Rosardi is going to keep it, or not, not Rosardi, Jack Lane's going to keep it and get a first down. And that was a well-executed screen pass. It's something that the Hornets needed to do because the backfield was just, it always had a Snowbird in it.
Wow, Kashoniak just laid the wood down into Jack Schmalzried, clutching his abdomen there as he probably was grasping for the last little bit of wind that he had. Just really tough defense today by the Snowbirds. It's what's winning their game, and Schmalzried tries it again and throws it a little too soon to Brock Taylor.
Well, they showed the blitz. They gave him the blitz. There was only 3 down linemen the Hornets had, and the Snowbirds sent 4 barreling in at him. And that's, the pressure's going to get there quick, especially when the Snowbirds are imposing their speed here on the Hornets, and there's just not a whole lot that's happening there on that play as Schmalzried was forced to get the ball out of his hands quickly.
Absolutely. And I'm going to have to go back and show Jake Butler that last sack by Kashoniak. They were neck and neck. Number 22 just gets laid out.
As Jack Lane again getting the pass. Yeah, Jack Lane getting the quick little the pass in the flat, and he just got drilled and leveled and driven into the grass. We don't have turf here in Pellston, and that grass, there is soil underneath it, something to absorb the contact. However, that's still a big hit.
Schmalzried has 2 different sets of receivers, east and west. He's going to have options here. Jake Butler rushes, and he connects to number 9 for a touchdown.
Brock Taylor once again walking into the end zone. Sorry to kind of run right into you, Ty. However, an amazing catch over the middle, sheds a would-be tackler, and waltzes in for 6. And now we are looking at 18-42, but the Snowbirds still in control of this game.
Yeah, they are not going away. That is for sure. I love the way that these two football teams are playing. Even the score is 42-18, but it just doesn't seem like the Hornets are going away. This is good football for a Saturday to watch. Thanks for tuning in here as 27. Connor Keller lays the move down on Greenier for another 2 points.
Absolutely, and the 2-point conversion's good. And with that, that's going to give us a moment to send it to our sponsors real quickly.
Welcome to Hudson's, where we strive to be more than a dealer, and we work hard to pair you with the right equipment. Whether your land spans thousands of acres or just a small yard, come visit us. At Hudson, we provide the service and expertise to get the job done right. And for a limited time, get 0% for 84 months on select John Deere compact utility tractors. To get a quote, come into your local Hudson or visit us online at hudsony.com.
Want to thank everyone for joining us back in on the broadcast here at Next Level Broadcasting. I'm Christian Swinsicki, joined by Tyler Blom, and we have a few words from our sponsors. We want to thank J&J Construction. Many times we don't know where to go when beginning the process of building or remodeling our home, but that's where J&J Construction comes in. They help you in every step of the way, get you into your dream home.
Metelsky gets the kickoff down to the right side of the field, has one to beat. He beats him to the 10, and touchdown. Rylan Metelsky on that kickoff return.
Oh, man. J&J Construction, you just got your call right in the middle of a big touchdown by Rylan Metelsky. However, they help you, J&J Construction help you, in every step of the way, get you into your dream home. Trusted by everyone and respected by all, J&J Construction, proud supporter of Gaylord St. Mary Athletics, and they just supported that touchdown by Rylan Metelsky.
That was a phenomenal reception, right into the bread box, and he took it straight to the bakery.
It's a good call. As we see the 2-point conversion attempt here from the Snowbirds. They've had a very high clip on their successful rate for this 2-point conversion attempts with 24.1 to go.
Who do we got in that backfield? Oh, some sportsmanship by O'Connell, which is a little, I don't know if I'd be doing the sportsmanship card in this football game.
Well, it's going to be one of those things of, I think the Snowbirds know that they are just incomplete domination. They don't want to risk injury. We've already seen 2 injuries from the Hornets already in Connor Keller, who was shaken up, and Brett Bonter, who was also shaken up after he rolled his ankle. And you just don't want to risk injury anymore at that point. I think that's the reason why they took the knee. And I mean, when you want to factor in sportsmanship and health, I'm all for health, especially with these kids. You know, the Hornets, they have such a young team out there.
Yeah, that's true. I think that if it wasn't for them being a bunch of freshmen and sophomores mostly, it probably would have been a little different, because I definitely don't think, like I keep saying, the Hornets are going away. They've got 20 points, and they have demonstrated that they can use a drive to put 6 and 8 points on the score column fairly consistently. So this is going to be a good, fun football game to watch. 24 seconds left to see if we can't do something with it, or rather they can. And it's going to be an interesting second half of football. See what the coaches have to say to each other, and you guys get to hear us yap about our halftime show.
Absolutely, and you know, our halftime show is going to be sponsored by Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport.
Number 22 in the backfield recepting, finds some room on the right side, and leg tackled by number 21, Joseph O'Connell.
There's Jack Lane on the kick return. That's one of the few kick returns we've seen actually be fielded, as past kick returns have either gone out of bounds or they've just been simple onside or squibs. And that sets up the Hornets for a long field to score here with just under 18 seconds to go in the half.
I think if I'm D'Agostino, I'm telling Schmalz Reed to get my receivers going off that line as fast as humanly possible and just throw a nice lofty one.
Well, I think one of the reasons why the Snowbirds are playing very off coverage. There's almost 10 yards of space in between the receivers and the defensive backs.
Double motion. Rosardi to Connor Keller, finds the football and passes it to number 9, which is reset. Oh my gosh, it was almost plucked out of the air by DJ.
That was a very good play call. I like the play call. Set up the trickery. It's almost like the Philly special that we've seen Detroit run and the Eagles ran in the Super Bowl. However, Connor Keller not able to put enough under it, and man, that's one of the ones that Brock Taylor I think would love to have right again, because that was just a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, it really was. Daniel Jacobson, I mean, if his hand wasn't right in the way of catching that football, I guarantee you Brock would have brought that in.
Yeah, and they would be celebrating a 6, but I mean, that's one of the reasons why these defensive backs are given 10 yards of space for the wide receivers.
All right, let's try it again. This time he goes to the left side of the field. Again to Brock, just a little bit in front of him. 5 seconds left. Clock is stopped.
Yeah, the clock will stop after every incomplete pass, and there's been 2 right in a row, so we're looking at 5 seconds left on 3rd and 10. However, this is going to be the last play of the game, I believe, or last play of the half for the Hornets, I believe, as they're just trying to put some points on the board, because the Snowbirds, I believe, will be kicking it off to the Hornets when we come back from the Traverse City Cherry Capital halftime show.
Yeah, they said something about they won the kickoff, but they deferred.
Yeah, yep. The Hornets won the kickoff, won the coin toss, but they deferred to the half.
Schmalz Reed in the backfield, flips it to 22, had it in his hands but dropped it. Jack Lane.
Well, that time I said that it's going to be the last play before the half, I was completely wrong, as they ran a screen play, and now we have just over a second to play. I mean, they're trying to find those just a play to get them into the end zone, but that is one of the reasons why the Snowbirds are playing deep. You know, they didn't even cover the screen there because they were getting ready to tackle him down the field.
Yeah.
However, Jack Lane unable to bring in the screen pass.
We got a solid lineup. We got
Rylan Metelsky looking deep.
I guarantee you he catches this football and runs it for. Oh my gosh, he squibbles the punt. Oh, he got saved by the clock there as Yellow Laundry comes onto the field.
So, I'm not sure what the rules are going to be. I think it's going to be an illegal kick because the ball hit the ground first and it rolled, and the punter attempted to punt while the ball was rolling, and that's going to be an illegal procedure, and that's going to send us into the half. And we will be right back with the Traverse City Cherry Capital halftime show.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Welcome to Hudson's, where we strive to be more than a dealer, and we work hard to pair you with the right equipment. Whether your land spans thousands of acres or just a small yard, come visit us. At Hudson, we provide the service and expertise to get the job done right. And for a limited time, get 0% for 84 months on select John Deere compact utility tractors. To get a quote, come into your local Hudson or visit us online at hudsony.com.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today. Or renovating an existing one. With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today. We all know northern Michigan winters take a toll on our parking lots and driveways, but Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. A proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Gaylord Seal Coating specializes in infrared seamless asphalt repair, hot pour crack filling, striping, and more. Need a new snowplow solution this winter? GSC can do that too. Commercial, residential, private roadways, and associations, Gaylord Seal Coating is your answer. Give them a call today at 989-732-5003.
Welcome to Hudson's, where we strive to be more than a dealer, and we work hard to pair you with the right equipment. Whether your land spans thousands of acres or just a small yard, come visit us. At Hudson, we provide the service and expertise to get the job done right. And for a limited time, get 0% for 84 months on select John Deere compact utility tractors. To get a quote, come into your local Hudson or visit us online at hudsony.com.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Welcome to Hudson's, where we strive to be more than a dealer, and we work hard to pair you with the right equipment. Whether your land spans thousands of acres or just a small yard, come visit us. At Hudson, we provide the service and expertise to get the job done right. And for a limited time, get 0% for 84 months on select John Deere compact utility tractors. To get a quote, come into your local Hudson or visit us online at hudsony.com.
I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding the gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Welcome to Hudson's, where we strive to be more than a dealer, and we work hard to pair you with the right equipment. Whether your land spans thousands of acres or just a small yard, come visit us. At Hudson, we provide the service and expertise to get the job done right. And for a limited time, get 0% for 84 months on select John Deere compact utility tractors. To get a quote, come into your local Hudson.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
We all know northern Michigan winters take a toll on our parking lots and driveways, but Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. A proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Gaylord Seal Coating specializes in infrared seamless asphalt repair, hot pour crack filling, striping, and more. Need a new snowplow solution this winter? GSC can do that too. Commercial, residential, private roadways, and associations, Gaylord Seal Coating is your answer. Give them a call today at 989-732-5003.
Hello and welcome back to the Traverse City Cherry Capital halftime show with Next Level Broadcasting. We're trying to present to you the Pellston Hornets versus the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds, and it's been a busy first half as the Snowbirds were able to put up a 48-20 lead, and in the meantime, as the half started, we have a little bit of rain, a little bit of a drizzle up here in Pellston that started to come down, and that kind of proved to be unfruitful for us as we're outside today with all of our equipment, and it's just one of those things of, you can't anticipate it because the weather didn't say anything about our rain. As the rain has kind of put a damper on our process here with Next Level Broadcasting, but however, we kind of came pseudo prepared, I should say, with a bunch of clothing that we were able to cover up our equipment with. And my oh my, did we have a entertaining first half as the rest of the crew are celebrating their Jimmy John's from the Jimmy John's pregame show. But we're here for the Traverse City Cherry Capital halftime show, and man oh man, has it just been busy. I say that as the drizzle comes out and some patrons here are pulling out the umbrellas, and the weather says 80% for within the next half hour, light rain, and it's going to make the conditions a little slick out there for the players. I imagine we're going to see a few more runs because with the pass, it's just not going to be as easy as we'd like it to be in the rain.
Yeah, this rain's going to pose quite the problem here, but we are working through it, and this football game has been absolutely phenomenal. One of the better, more entertaining football games of the season as the Hornets are battling their way down by a full half and a half points, trying to figure out how to reach that 48 mark, and they are doing all sorts of things. They're running the ball successfully and unsuccessfully. They're going to the air and completing pass as well as being shut down and intercepted and batted away. So it's a little give and take. It's both working and not working simultaneously. They got 20 to show for it, and the Snowbirds' defense is the difference in this game. 100% credit goes to the Snowbirds' defense.
Yeah, the defense is, as we get here less than a minute left to go in the halftime, as we apologize for the lengthy commercial break that we had, but we were setting up for the rain, and it surprised us. I'm sure it surprised some people here, but the Snowbirds defense absolutely put on a show in the first half. They were flying all over the field. Ty, who do you think would be the player to look at for the second half just based on their first half production?
Greenier. I want all eyes on Greenier. That kid has been intercepting footballs. He's been making tackles on defense. He's been running the ball in for touchdowns. It's absolutely phenomenal what he's been able to contribute. He's not the standalone, however, and that's a good thing. That's a compliment to the squad as a whole. He's got Brett Kashoniak there laying the wood on the quarterback. I received word from our intelligence agency that he has one more hit on the quarterback before he's thrown out of the game. And I'll tell you guys right to your faces, I don't agree with that call. I think that he finished his tackles very correctly. I don't think that they were late hits whatsoever. I think that he was just simply playing football. But that's not the case here. Brett Kashoniak does what he's supposed to do on the football field one more time, and he's thrown out of the game. But other than that, you got to look at Rylan Metelsky, because he is also at any moment liable to put some yards down on a play and possibly throw some points up on the board as well.
I remember saying this back in week 1 during the Pickford game, and Rylan Metelsky, every time he touched the ball, he is just energetic and fast with the ball, and it's one of the players I've always wondered how they don't find a way to get him more involved. However, they stick with their guns, and they stay with Kashoniak. They stay with Sam and Daniel Jacobson. And Rylan Metelsky sometimes is often the forgotten one, because whenever he gets the ball, it just seems like he's getting always a net gain, positive yards, or points. And so looking at the second half, I'm thinking it's going to be Kashoniak. He's been one of the cogs, the catalyst as to why this game has been gone the way it is, but I would expect Rylan Metelsky to continue to be energetic with the ball.
Okay,
And
folks, we're going to do a small intermission. Thank you for the halftime show. We will see you on the field for the kickoff as we move into a drier area to broadcast from. So this is Next Level. We will see you in at least a minute.
They're bringing up a tent. Do you want the tent?
Let's take the tent.
Okay.
You think they could set the tent up for us?
I think that's what they're doing.
We work a farmer's market, so we can have it up in 30 seconds.
Okay, perfect.
It's a big tent, though. All right, so, folks, thank you for your patience. We are going to go ahead and move into a tent here. So if you hear some hustling and bustling, just know that's us moving into a drier, more safer location. It's a really special game, like I said, 48-20. We're going to be going into the third quarter here. And it really is the Hornets game to lose, because right now the Snowbirds have just commanded authority on defense and are also showing up on offense.
Yeah, for the viewers at home, the rain has made it kind of tough for us to do this, but thankfully the fine folks here in Pellston are setting up a tent for us, actually, because of our equipment in the rain. We didn't want it to get wet, and they're being very hospitality is on 10 with this, and we appreciate that. If everyone at home could thank the fine folks up here in Pellston for setting up a tent for us and kind of guaranteeing that we'll be okay and dry for a little bit. So thank you to them. And we here at Next Level Broadcasting thank you here in Pellston, and then you at home for joining us along for this ride this evening here with Gaylord St. Mary's playing the Pellston Hornets in 8-on-8 football. We just want to thank everyone at home, everyone on the field, and everyone helping us out getting this broadcast going the way it needs to go today.
Yes, and hello, Sven Warnheimer from Germany, and Lassif. Thank you guys for the contributions. We have the scoreboard all fixed up, and it seems like you guys are from Germany, so thanks for tuning in from so far away across the pond.
Of course, as kickoff is getting ready, and we are getting set for the rest of this game, and second half commences.
Right here, probably be good. Okay, we've got an onside kick recovered by number 60. Austin Downey, right on the 50-yard line. So they are going to have great football field position as they try to complete another successful drive, led by Connor Keller and Schmalzried. Lining up in a formation, a tall snap brought in by Schmalzried, passed and completed. Number 9, Brock Taylor. That's been a combination all game long. Very special football being played by Schmalzried and Brock Taylor. That is a very successful way to put some yardage down the field.
Yeah, gain of 8 on the pass play. That's one of the things I think the Hornets are going to want to be looking forward to going here in the second half, is actually executing a little better, as they have the fumble here, which is going to set them back and undo all of them yards that they just got. However, that's one of the reasons why you play the game. We apologize for taking a moment and sounding a little jostled, because we were setting up the tent here, making sure that we're staying dry, because we're not quite sure what the rain is going to give us here going forward.
They're going to try it again here, 3rd and 12. Something tells me they're going to be doing a pass play. Schmalz Reed takes another snap. He's looking down the field, ends up getting to Connor Keller. Holds on to the football, great discipline there for a small gain of about 10 yards.
Yeah, Connor Keller got the hot pass when he was coming across the formation with a drag route. That you would like to see the center keep that snap a little lower, because Schmalz Reed had Keller open. However, he couldn't get him the ball because the snap was still in the air, and Schmalz Reed was seeing that from a mile away, just couldn't do anything with it. And now we're looking at 4th and 6.
Schmalz Reed in a formation tight with Connor Keller behind him, looking for another pass. Gets misdirected and throws the football on the ground, and recovered by number 41.
And Schmalz Reed is down.
Riley Metelski.
Yeah, Schmalz Reed looked like he got roughed up there at the tail end. However, it is going to be a turnover on downs, and the Snowbirds are going to gain possession here in their own territory, in Hornet territory, I apologize, at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, he's been worked over pretty good this game. He's taken a lot of pretty big hits, and he's not the most built football player on the field by any means. He's got the quarterback physique, so it's good to see him get a little break and rest that arm up. And Metelski gets a left-hand pitch and makes good for about 10 yards.
Yeah, it was an inside handoff on the to the left side. Riley Metelski able to shake a couple of arm tacklers. And like I was saying during the Traverse City Cherry Capital halftime show, Metelski, every time he gets the ball, is always electric. He got a few tackles broken, easy enough for a gain of 6. And, hey, that's Snowbirds moving the ball here early in the 3rd quarter, as Jacobson is in the shotgun with the running back flanking both sides, and Metelski bounces off a tackler, bounces to the outside, shakes another tackler, and is going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And even though he didn't get a gain, he made it electric, able to get past 2 Hornets en route to just getting back to the line of scrimmage. The absolute fight to get there is impeccable.
Yeah, he really did have a hamble-damble, herbal-gerbil there on that one, just really plugging the buckle into the belt. Love to see those kinds of plays, heads up, trying to fight for those yards, just keeping those feet moving, and really giving the Snowbirds a second chance here with 3rd down and 5 to go. A stacked backfield of Metelski, Jacobson, and Kashoniak. Metelski gets another try and another few yards.
Yeah, Metelski is they're doing exactly what I was saying they should do at the halftime show, is they should feed him and find a way to game plan and get him more involved, because it seems as though anytime he gets the ball, he always is electric. And they're doing just that with 3 straight run plays out of the same formation with Riley Metelski, trying to burn this clock and just get everyone home safely.
Burning clock and moving up the field fairly consistently. Well stated by Christian. And what we're seeing right now is a little bit of the same story playing out. Just bleeding the seconds, lined up in a running formation here. Snowbirds are waiting to the last possible second to snap the football, and they do. And it's Brett Kashoniak now, let off the leash and just slams. Oh my goodness! And trips himself.
He was so excited. He was trying to run as fast as he could. Brett Kashoniak was, after absolutely steamrolling a Hornet, he found his way into the open grass and just stumbled his way. It was as though he was so excited to score. He
You know,
lost his footing.
Schmalz Reed is going to be seeing that number 1 jersey, Kashoniak, in his dreams. I tell you what, he just got off of the offensive field, taken out for a little rest and recovery. And here he is, curiously, on the defense, and just got bombarded by Kashoniak on that run play.
Yeah, Kashoniak, an absolute just mower of men as Metelsky takes the handoff to the inside. And when I say an absolute mower, I mean a mower from Hudson John Deere. The season's changed, but the chores never stop. It's time to gear up for fall with the John Deere compact tractor from Hudson. Plenty of inventory and thousands in savings. A John Deere compact tractor from Hudson. Your fall chores just got easier. See for yourself at HudsonInc.com.
Metelsky's probably going to get it again. There's a lot of Snowbirds hungry and thirsty for a touchdown right now. Who's it going to be, Kashoniak or Metelsky? It's going to be Kashoniak trotting in for a 54 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get much easier for that than Kashoniak. It's just walked right in as the rain continues to come down a little harder. Thankfully, we have this tent put up for the fine folks here in Pellston. They supported us here in setting up this tent, and they had it up rather quickly, I should say. And they're just going to take the knee and not run up the score. No need to play an extra play. Conserve everyone's health. And this is going to be a tough one for the Hornets after they're done, because it is, you know, one of those games where you feel like you're in it with a couple plays, and then you just get rocked on other plays, and they go for 6.
They go for 6 as Croft Plumbing and Heating here joins us in the bird's nest to watch his son play some football. And the Pellston Hornets hospitality has been very nice to us here in this tent. It reminds me of the farmer's market. You guys can go see North Fresh Farm for your microgreens and your fresh produce in Boyne Falls, Boyne City Farmer's Market, Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon.
I mean, one of the things that I think a lot of people are just looking to get out of here is making sure, you know, you get reps where they mean to be gone, and then making sure everyone is healthy after that, because
DJ lays the boot on an onside long kick hybrid. Number 9 comes to scoop it up and gets hit hard by 42 Rylan Metelsky and number 1 Brad Kashoniak.
yeah, you want to save your injuries, save your energy, and you see already a couple Hornets getting roughed up.
It's been the Brock Taylor and the Schmalski.
Schmalzried.
The Schmalzried and the Connor Keller show.
Yeah, I mean, Connor Keller, Schmalzried, and Brock Taylor have been the big name players for the Hornets. They've been able to kind of be the playmakers, and you know, they would love to see some more points go up on their side. However,
same familiar formation, gets a nice pass aired out to Connor Keller and disrupted by Daniel Jacobson.
you want to make sure that the health is a big thing, and I can't preface that enough, because there's no reason to sacrifice the health of a young athlete when the score is 20-54.
I really am pushing for the Hornets. I want to see them have a nice long reception for about 50 or 60 yards, and I want to see a touchdown, and I want to make this game interesting. And I think that's what Schmalz Reed has got in mind as Rizzardi comes and joins him in the pocket to probably offer a little bit of protection. But this time it's a handoff, but he's brought down literally immediately by number 58.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you get the ball, unfortunately for Jack Lane, getting the handoff, and he was looking at 2 Snowbirds immediately in the backfield, it's almost as though that game in Pickford is, you can almost say that was just nearly a fluke, because this has been a completely different team from week 1 loss in Pickford. And like I said, at one point in time, the Snowbirds were losing 40-0, but they've wiped away all of those memories, and they've been beating out everyone.
David Wall with the tackle last play. Schmalz Reed is one-handed interception by Kashoniak, puts his shoulder down, and Schmalz Reed is the only one that can catch him next, but he's going to run out of bounds out of respect.
No, that's actually, they're going to call that a touchdown.
Oh, okay.
That is a touchdown. They gave that to Koshoniak. Koshoniak, a one-handed interception at the line of scrimmage and able to get past one tackler en route to a touchdown. Absolutely heads-up play from Brett Koshoniak there.
That's the second time I've seen the Snowbirds snag a football out of the air for a touchdown in 2 games. First one was Grenier, last in Onaway, and now it's Koshoniak.
And now they're going to take the knee as the Snowbirds go up 60-20 here with 5.5, just over 5.5 to go here in the third quarter.
I
And
can't say enough about this Snowbirds football offense, defense, in between offense and defense with the turnover plays, snatching footballs out of the air, making interceptions, causing fumbles. Absolutely phenomenal football by the St. Mary's Snowbirds.
Yeah, there's nothing more that can be said other than that, is that they've just been putting on a great game, just doing everything they need to do to, hold the Hornets at bay. And there's a lot of disappointed Hornets players on the sidelines, as it's something that you work for all week. You prepare your game plan, and it goes up in smoke before the half, seemingly.
Yeah, but it looks like the Snowbirds are absolutely curdling their cobbler today on this fine Saturday as we're dodging rain clouds and we are staying in the pocket of sunshine here. Daniel Jacobson lines up for the kickoff, and he's going to send another boot downfield hybrid. And number 9 is going to take a little stab at it as he jumps on the football.
Yeah, I mean, the Hornets just trying to get anything going. Brock Taylor on the recovery, he's just getting down, making sure he's securing the ball here as the Hornets offense comes back out. You'd like to see the offense get over the 50-yard line. That would be a good start for them. However, it appears as though anytime the offense comes out in the field, the defense is scoring at this point.
5 minutes left in the third quarter. First down, 10 yards to go, obviously. Ball on the 40. Big no-no for number 58, who is David Wall, responsible for a nice tackle last drive on defense. Jumps the gun just a little bit.
There's going to be a false start on the offense, actually. I wonder if a lineman on the far end of the field for the offense.
Oh, I apologize, David.
Yeah, that is, they call the false start on number 9, Brock Taylor, as that's going to back up the offense 5 yards, set them up on 1st and 15 from their own 26-yard line, 25-yard line. It's in the halfway point between there. However, the offense looking to push forward, get across midfield, and that's just something they need to look for as a goal right now. As Schmalz Reed has a man in motion, the man in motion is going to be Brock Taylor, and we're going to have a whistle, and the whistle is going to be for a timeout, but we're going to keep it here for just a moment. And I'm going to tell you about Twin Bay Docks. Attention all water lovers, Twin Bay Docks is Northern Michigan's gold standard for your lakeside access. Trusted by consumers and distributors alike, featuring a superior patented vinyl design, Twin Bay Docks makes living life out on the water easy. Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport is your gateway to Northern Michigan. Now is your time to fly TVC, and I'll tell you, I'm going to fly TVC when I go to South Carolina next year. TVC Airport will also get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com. Your home gutters are always there when you need them to be. So is our good friend Orion Beningo, and that's why he started Professional Seamless Gutters. Professional Seamless Gutters offers fast and experienced service and real-time quotes. But wait, there's more. They'll actually answer your phone call too. That's Professional Seamless Gutters at 989-619-3407, and tell them we here at Next Level Broadcasting sent you.
Orion, keep on doing good work, buddy. We have got a nice little handoff to number 22, Rizzardi, brought down by Daniel Jacobson and Rylan Metelsky.
That's Jack Lane on the handoff. Rizzardi is 21 for the Hornets. Jack Lane on the handoff after being in motion. and that's going to be a gain of 2 for the Hornets.
Looks like they're going to try a pass now. They've got their east and west double-on-double formation. As Schmalz Reed is in the pocket, gets a nice snap, enough time to throw to Connor Keller, brought down by Daniel Jacobson.
Yeah, you're just trying to get the ball out quickly, get it into your playmaker, but Connor Keller smothered there after he got the pass, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long here for the Hornets.
One of those games, folks, where it's just out of reach enough for you to not really hold your breath, but then again, it's still on the table.
Well, you know, you're looking to put some points on the board. Play for next week, and these are still important reps for people. As Connor Keller gets the handoff, looked to throw for just a second, but he kept it to himself. We saw that play earlier, and that play had some success. He was looking for Brock Taylor down the sideline, but Keller decided to keep it for himself.
You got to love a do-it-all on the football team. Connor Keller, able to make some tackles, have some defensive IQ. He's also able to run the football. He's also able to throw the football. Got to love having that on your football squad.
Absolutely. You want to have a guy that can do it all, because at any point you might need him to step in and do something that not anyone else is able to do, and he can do it.
That he can. Number 9 outside. We've got Brock Taylor and Connor Keller out there, the outside. As Schmalz Reed takes another snap, looks to the right this time, airs it out. Very, very formidable pass, but was not able to be brought down by number 25, Landon Brandt.
Yeah, you're seeing a couple of Hornets limp on and off the field now as we get ready for the Snowbirds to take the ball here in the second half. And the home team here in Pellston, the Hornets, they have decided to elect for a running clock, as now we are under the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter, and it seems like it's just flying by now at this rate.
Yep. We're about 2 pounds ham shy of a hand sandwich, and this is the game that's going to really put it into the refrigerator. We've got Jack Lane on that call, dropped, well, incomplete reception rather. And we have a new formation here by the Hornets. Looks like a flea flicker type formation.
No, they're...
Oh, they're on defense. Okay. So Sam Jacobson outside to the right for a nice little gain of about 10 yards.
Yeah, a good first down run, but it's going to come back, I believe.
Robbie Amsterberg, I'm sorry.
I believe that ball's going to end up coming back because I saw a flag come out and I saw the referees pointing towards the Snowbirds. Makes me think that ball's going to come back, and they might say it's a holding. I wasn't able to really see what was happening there.
They just kind of stand around it, point at it, look at it.
Yeah, you kind of have to decipher what's being said down there, and as we're 70 yards away from the referees trying to read lips and figure out motions, as it is holding. As we're trying to figure out some motions and hand signs, it's not as easy as you'd like it to be. However, it does back up the Snowbirds 10 yards and makes it 1st and 17.
Boy, I tell you what, 77 Cape Quick out there really makes that line look small.
He really does.
Shout out to number 3, Jack Alexander. Shout out number 44, J.T. Creanier. The offensive line doesn't get a lot of attention, but they do a lot in the football game. We're going to have a handoff to Kashoniak.
It's going to be a fumble.
And look who Cape Quick comes in to save the day. Nice recovery, buddy.
Yeah, it was a good recovery by the offense there. Brett Kashoniak, I think that's one of his downfalls has been fumbling. I think he's had a couple fumbles here in this game alone. However, when you're up 60-20, it's one of the things that you just you're just trying to get to the next play and get this game over with at this point.
Yeah, just trying to burn some seconds. We're about underneath 30 here now in the third quarter, moving into the fourth, as we have another running formation. Daniel Jacobson in the pocket, and Amsterberg up for a nice little gain, a 3 on the right side.
I believe that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter here as we're now under 15 seconds. And as we head here to the end of the third quarter, we're going to take a time to get some messages in from our sponsors.
I'm Ryan Beningo, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installation, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike many service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or...
All right, welcome back, folks. We have a snap here to Daniel Jacobson as he plows over number 27, Connor Keller. And we have a new camera person as Jessica Blom runs to the little girls' room. And his name is Christian.
Yeah, Christian Swinsicki. Yeah, it's a tough last name. I'm not going to fault you for the whole thing. You should hear Charles the first few weeks of trying to get it right. He butchered it. But God bless him, he tried.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we got some motion between Coach O'Connell and Daniel Jacobson. 60-20 rolling clock here in the fourth quarter. I don't know if they're going to need this football or if they're just going to bleed the clock and do some run plays. We're going to find out here as Amsterberg and Kashoniak, they're going to punt it into the end zone. Haven't seen that yet this year as a call of sportsmanship.
Yeah, you're not really playing to run up the score anymore. You're playing to just kind of get on and give your opponents a chance to play, get some reps in, maybe for guys that don't normally get reps. However, it is absolutely a sign of sportsmanship at this point because the crowd has died here. The cheerleaders, I feel like I haven't heard of them in about 2 quarters. And it's been tough sledding for the Hornets of Pellston.
Yep, their toboggan has got a crick in their rail, that's for sure. But they're going to try and do something about that here as Jack Lane sets into motion in the backfield. And Schmalzried pitches it to Jack Lane. And that's going to be a small gain of about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, maybe they're not trying to look as far downfield as they want to. They're also just trying to get in to next week planning as we are under 10 minutes to go in the quarter, in the ball game, I should say.
10 minutes to go. They're going to try it again. They got some receivers this time. He's going to bobble it, throw the pass, and I don't know if there was a little bit of holding on number 9 or not, but it was pretty tough for him to get free on that one, Brock Taylor.
Yeah, I was unable to really see it as well. However, when you have a pass that just flutters harmlessly like that, you kind of think that there was a miscommunication from someone there. However, away games call for freaky fast meals on the road. That's where Jimmy John's comes in to turn travel time into dinner time. with their freaky fast gourmet sandwiches and their brand new location in Gaylord, across from the Hobby Lobby. Jimmy John's, freaky fast and freaky strong.
Schmalz Reed to Colin Keller, outside of the left, cuts in and gets clobbered by some Snowbirds, namely Daniel Jacobson and number 21, Joseph O'Connell. Looks like 71 is going to check in here. Shout out to Cabe Quick and Lucas Sherwinski.
Next week, the Snowbirds have on the 7th of October, they have Whittemore Prescott. They will be hosting in Gaylord. This should be
Brand new
exciting.
stadium, yeah. Yep, Connor Keller's outside to the right, has a lot of room, is just Hall Button and brought down by Daniel Jacobson on an extremely accurate tackle.
Yeah, Whittemore Prescott, they have a 3-3 record going into next week. They were able to they took a loss yesterday against Rogers City, and what looks like is a tough loss, 32-40.
Yeah, thank Christ for this tent. It's starting to come down even though the sun's shining.
That's kind of weird, don't you think?
Yeah, I got a little bit. Nice little pop up front. We got some motion in the backfield. Schmalz Reed connects with number 22, Lane.
Kashoniak on the coverage, and he was right there. It seems like Kashoniak is just wherever the ball's at. The ball is snapped, Kashoniak's there.
Yeah, all game for the last 3 games, really. It's been Daniel Jacobson and Kashoniak and Greenier, Jake Brutler. It's just an impenetrable defense at this point. I see, that's what really irritates me. Looks like the referee just sent Kashoniak out of the game. He's having some words with his other stripes there, and to me that's a shame. You know, that kid shows up and he plays football and he plays it hard just like you're supposed to, and he's penalized for it. He's thrown out of the game for it.
Yeah, I was unable to really see what had happened there. I don't know if there's a limit as to what a player is able to do in terms of tackling, because I didn't see a flag come out either. I just saw Kashoniak get talked to by the ref and spoken to. Kashoniak's coming back on the field right now.
Good. I like that. Good job, O'Connell.
Yeah.
Nope, he checks in for number 5. Number 5 gets a little break, Sam Jacobson.
Yeah.
But these Hornets are marching up the field here, 20-60. Rolling clock, 6 minutes to go. Here now, 3rd down, 9 yards to go. Ball is on the 32. Stacked formation, receivers on the right side. And Schmalz Reed is going to air it out as hard as he can to number 9, who catches it and beats his man all the way down to the 40, to the 30, to the 10. Touchdown.
Absolutely beautiful throw by Schmalz Reed. It was a rainbow, perfect spiral, perfect arc, and Brock Taylor was able to be on the receiving end, keep his feet inbound. That was what I was paying attention to, was making sure he was inbounds on the play. Caught it and ran it for 6, and you know they're able to put some points up here on the board before the end of the game here.
It's a good thing Brock Taylor was able to turn his shoulder and look at that ball that was in the air, and he just straight up beat Amsterberg, who was covering him, and he had about 40 good solid yards to run to the victory line.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot outside of that, just beating your man one-on-one and having a beautifully placed throw from Schmalz Reed. Schmalz Reed showing some potential there with the arm, as the Hornets set up for the 2-point attempt. And they're going to hand it off. They're going to pitch it, and it's going to be a fumble, and it's going to be recovered by the Snowbirds. But
Lucas Sherwinski there.
That's going to be enough to stop the onslaught.
All right, you guys, if you need your gutters done, there's only one place to go. His name is Orion, and you need to know. Welcome back to the live football game here in Pellston on a beautiful Saturday, raining, sunshine, warm weather day. We are in a kickoff formation, and the Snowbirds will be receiving with 60 points on the board.
Yeah, they're heavy loaded up front, anticipating the onside kick attempt. They had 7 of the 8 players loaded up within the first 10 yards.
Brady Bonter was the initial contact.
And they were ready for that, snuffed it out.
Number 1 versus 1, Brady Bonter made sure that he snuffed out Brett Koshoniak.
Yeah, Koshoniak, once again, everywhere, all at once.
Ain't that something?
Yeah. It seems like wherever the ball's at, he's within 5 yards of it, it feels.
I see number Dylan Croft out there as he checks in. Metelsky out deep. And he's going to get the pitch outside to the right. He's going to get brought down immediately by number 9. And that's should be a legal fumble as it bounced off his helmet as he hit the ground. But it was not called that, so.
I think the reason they didn't call that, his knees might have been down. Of course, we couldn't see because it was on the far side of the field.
Good tackle by Brock Taylor.
Absolutely a good tackle. Metelsky is not an easy one to bring down, as we were seeing earlier. He was stiff-arming and juking and shedding tackles earlier. And Metelsky is a load to bring down. And it's interesting that they put him in as tailback right now, getting him some touches because he's one of the players that needs more touches.
Number 99 with a false start. His name is JV. Yeah, it's a little bit of a discipline thing when you come in from JV, you're on the varsity football team, you're with your unfamiliar teammates in unfamiliar situations, and that cadence is designed to provoke just what it provoked. So we'll see what happens here. Possibly a knee, possibly a run. DJ to Metelsky outside. Metelsky slips by juking. It didn't seem like he was going to be able to beat number 27, Connor, outside, so he kind of tried to cut and just slipped.
Absolutely, trying to cut back inside and trying to find some space, and he had a lot of space where he was aiming to cut to, but slipping on the grass. The grass makes it harder to cleats because you're more prone to rip it straight out of the ground. However, with turf, you're a little faster and you're able to plant a little better. But we have grass here in Pellston.
I'd imagine it's probably going to be the same thing. Metelsky to the other side of the field now, gets hit, clipped, and brought down by one of them, 99, number 20, Jack Schmalzried.
Yeah, Metelsky getting the touches here, getting more experience in at running back. I know he is a senior, so he will be departing after this school year. So a lot of seniors here on this Gaylord St. Mary's team, and it's you can see the discrepancy as you see a lot of seniors along that team, and in comparison, Pellston only has 5 seniors on their team and a lot of juniors and sophomores.
All right, DJ is going to do the same thing. They're just picking up first downs over and over again. Rolls out, gets Brett Koshoniak, and he's going to run for another touchdown as he picks up a block from Greenier. Into the end zone, packs another one for 66 points. These Snowbirds are relentless.
Yeah, Koshoniak once again getting into the open field with the blocker downfield. It's educational after that, where he's just finding his way into the end zone out with all that green grass, and the crowd here in Pellston has died.
Yeah, it is bone dry quiet out here, and Koshoniak's one of those dudes where it doesn't matter what type of the game situation it is, he's going to make the most of every opportunity. And DJ kneels to reject the 2 points in a showmanship of sportsmen.
Absolutely, and we want to take the time to thank just a few more of our sponsors. The refs saw that, we saw that, but it's not too late to still get a free consultation at the Gaylord Eye Center. With 4 locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Sheboygan, Bel Air, get back in the game with Gaylord Eye Care Center, a local vision source provider. If you've grown up in Michigan, you've grown up with cracked roads the size of some of these linemen out here, parking lot pavement that you can't trust, and potholes the size of those linemen. I mean, I did just specify that. However, if your driveway, parking lot, or other surface needs an overhaul, check out the pros at Gaylord Seal Coating. Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. Gaylord in the 989 is considered by most to be the golf mecca, Michigan. And whether you're looking for a new set of clubs or in need of fixing your slice, I know I do, Golf Gaylord is your destination where you can browse a wide variety of items and get lessons from their experienced staff. Golf Gaylord.
All right, we got a kickoff here by Daniel Jacobson as it's recovered by Brock Taylor. He's got some room to the outside, hesitates, and is brought down immediately by, guess who, Kashoniak.
He's all over the field, isn't he? I would love to see the stats on him after the game, if we can get some statistics somewhere.
Did you see that, Jessica?
However, Kashoniak just blitzing right up the middle from, the kickoff, just beelining it straight to where the ball is and then making the tackles. It's almost as though when the ball is kicked off and it's received, he's already automatically 5 yards within it, making a play. As we head to the 2.5-minute mark here in the ball game.
Lucas Sherwinski is going to come off the line, and he's going to be as a linebacker and get a running start. Intercepted by Brett Kashoniak. He runs up, and he's probably going to he's going to knee as a show of respect because he probably could have run that right into the touchdown again.
I think he could have, absolutely. He already has an interception. It was a one-handed interception that led to a touchdown earlier, and he has his second interception today. I would like to venture to guess that Brett Kashoniak is a lot of people's player of the game.
Yeah, and I think a play like that solidifies it. If it was me out there, I would have ran that touchdown. You only get one time to do this when you're a senior, and you got to live it up because people refer to the golden days or the glory days for the rest of your life, and he's living in it. But it solidifies it because he chose not to do that. He chose sportsmanship, and he chose to really be the crowd's favorite.
Absolutely, and that's going to be the end of the ball game because the Snowbirds are going to just kneel this clock out with a running clock. They'll have 4 downs to do so, and with all the time they have, they'll absolutely do that.
This is about as lopsided as I've ever seen it, other than the home voyage for the brand new stadium in St. Mary's, where we will be next week broadcasting here at Next Level. And it was a similar score, 60 to something like 20. So good job on the Snowbirds. I see them going deep. We'll see what they can do against Rutgers. And as this clock bleeds out, we're going to thank our sponsors one more time. And we will do a recap for you guys from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. And I'll hand it off to Christian as he lets us know about this sponsor.
I mean, I would love to say a big shout out to J&J Construction, Gaylord Eye Care, Jimmy John's for our pregame show that we didn't get to because of our technical difficulties, but we want to thank Jimmy John's anyway. Gaylord Seal Coating, Golf Gaylord, Professional Seamless Gutters, Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport for our halftime show that they sponsored, Hudson John Deere, Twin Bay Docks. We would love to thank all the sponsors and everyone who's able to kind of keep the lights on for us here at Next Level Broadcasting.
All right, folks, thank you for the sponsors for doing what sponsors do best. This has been an absolute pleasure to call this game, and I would like to really just kind of run through the beginning portions of what made this such an amazing game. So first, we kind of had some technical difficulties, and then after that, we got fired up, and we missed a touchdown. After that touchdown, essentially what happened is they just came out, the Snowbirds just came out, and they just really made their presence known on the defensive end of the field. And when they were making their presence known, they also had an offensive few possessions where just everything that they touched turned to gold.
Yeah, I mean, every time the Snowbirds had the ball in their hands or even when they were on defense, They were able to just kind of impose their will, flash out, score some points, and really just kind of run the Hornets off the field tonight. Well, this evening, I shouldn't even say tonight. It's not often I get to cover a Saturday game. However, it is the story today, and the Snowbirds showed out. And if I were to pick a player of the game, I think it's going to be easy. It's going to be Brett Kshoniak.
Yep, I would have to agree with you. All the way from the first quarter, the second quarter, they came out right before halftime, and they kind of just had a really lopsided lead. And they went in. Third quarter, they showed up. They continued the trajectory. And it was too much. It was too much size. It was too much skill. It was too much power for the Hornets to handle. They're a younger squad, a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores. But, overall, the Snowbirds just played a great game, and they just totally blew them out.
Yeah, there's not much that you can say other than that, other than we want to thank everyone at home, want to thank the crew that we had here today, and thanking everyone here that was at the game, and thanking the Snowbirds and, of course, Pellston for setting up this tent for us because it started to rain, and our sponsors, and I want to thank Charles for not being here.
Next Level Broadcasting. We'll see you guys next week in St. Mary's.
All right.